We need to have a conversation that may not be the most exciting, but it is certainly one of the most crucial for your journey. Finances. I know that at this stage of life, your mind is buzzing with dreams, passions, and perhaps even some recklessness. Money may seem distant, abstract, or simply a means to achieve immediate pleasures. But believe me, the way you handle your finances today will have a profound impact on your tomorrow, your freedom, and your ability to pursue your true purposes. Think of finances as a tool, one of many, that you will need to build the life you want. Just as a detective needs his tools, an artist his brushes, you will need to understand and master the use of money to achieve your goals and protect yourself from the inevitable storms of life. I know that the subject may seem dry, full of numbers and complicated jargon, but don't be intimidated. The basic principles are simple, and with discipline and attention, you can build a solid foundation for your financial future. And just like fighting crime, prevention is always the best course of action. Avoiding financial pitfalls and building a safety net can save you a lot of pain and suffering in the future. Let me share some thoughts, not as a financial guru, because I'm not one, but as someone who has learned, often the hard way, the importance of financial independence. In my journey, I've seen many talented, well-intentioned people get bogged down by debt, lack of planning, and an inability to make informed financial decisions. Don't let that happen to you. The first step, awareness and budgeting. The first step to mastering your finances is to be fully aware of where your money is going. It seems obvious, but many young people live in a state of constant financial flux without really knowing how much they earn and how much they spend. Imagine trying to drive a car without knowing the controls. That would be foolhardy, wouldn't it? The same applies to your finances. Start by creating a budget. It doesn't have to be complicated at first. Use a notebook, spreadsheet, or financial tracking app. The important thing is to record all your sources of income and all your expenses. Be honest with yourself. Include everything from the biggest expenses, like rent and transportation, to the smallest ones, like a coffee or snack. Analyze this budget carefully. Where is most of your money going? Are there unnecessary expenses that can be cut or reduced? Are you spending more than you earn? This initial analysis is essential to identify areas where you can save and start building a more solid financial foundation. Remember, young people, every little amount saved today can turn into something much bigger in the future, whether through investments or simply providing greater security in case of unforeseen events. The importance of saving, your shield against the unforeseen. In Gotham, I learned that the unexpected is the only constant. Life is the same. Illness, accidents, job loss. Unforeseen events can happen at any time and have a significant impact on your finances. That's why building an emergency fund is crucial. Think of it as a shield that can protect you from an unexpected financial blow. Ideally, you want it to be enough to cover your essential expenses for at least 3 to 6 months. I know that may seem like a distant goal right now, but start small. Set aside a fixed amount each month, no matter how small. Over time, this fund will grow and provide you with invaluable peace of mind. You should keep your emergency fund in a safe and easily accessible place, such as a separate bank account or a highly liquid investment. Avoid using it for non-essential expenses. Remember, it's your shield against the unexpected, and you don't want to be left unprotected when the storm hits. Investing, planting the seeds of your future. Saving is important, but to build true financial independence in the long term, you'll need to learn about investing. Think of investing as planting seeds that, with time and proper care, will grow and bear fruit. The world of investing can seem complex and risky, and it is true that there are risks involved, but inaction and simply keeping your money idle also have a cost, mainly due to inflation, which erodes the purchasing power of your money over time. Start by researching and learning about the different types of investments available. Fixed income, such as government bonds and CDBs. Variable income, such as stocks and real estate funds. Investment funds, among others. There are many resources available online, books, and even professionals who can guide you through this process. You don't need to start with large amounts. Many investments allow for small initial investments. The important thing is to start early and be consistent. Even small, regular investments can generate significant results in the long term, thanks to the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein once called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Understand how it works and put it to your advantage. Remember, young people, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs in the market, but the key is to stay calm, have a long-term strategy, and not get carried away by momentary emotions. Avoiding the traps, debt, and impulsive spending. In Gotham, the shadows hide many dangers, and in the world of finance, debt can be one of the most insidious. Avoid taking on unnecessary debt, especially those with high interest rates, such as revolving credit cards or personal loans with unfavorable terms. Credit cards can be a useful tool if used responsibly, for convenience, and even to build a good credit history. But they can become a dangerous trap if you spend more than you can afford and start accruing interest. Always pay your bill in full by the due date. If you can't, look for alternatives with lower interest rates. Another common trap, especially for young people, is impulsive spending. Consumer society constantly bombards us with messages that encourage us to buy things that we often don't need. Before making a purchase, ask yourself, do I really need this? Does it fit within my budget? Am I buying out of necessity or on emotional impulse? Learn to differentiate between wants and needs. Prioritize your spending based on what is truly important to you and your long-term goals. Small impulsive spending may seem harmless in isolation, but over time it can add up to significant amounts that could be directed towards your financial goals. Building your credit, your financial reputation. Just as you build your personal reputation, you also build your financial reputation, and credit is an important part of that. A good credit history can make it easier to obtain lower interest loans in the future, whether to buy a car, a house, or invest in your own business. And it can also be considered in some situations, such as renting a property. To build good credit, pay your bills on time, avoid late payments and defaults. If you have a credit card, use it responsibly and pay the full amount of the bill. Monitor your credit history regularly to check for any incorrect information or suspicious activity. Good credit is like having a key that opens doors in the financial world. Take care of it carefully. The search for knowledge, your greatest ally. The world of finance is constantly evolving. New investment opportunities arise, laws change, and it is essential to stay up to date. Take time to learn about personal finance. Read books, articles, Follow reliable sources of information and take online courses. The more you know, the better equipped you will be to make smart financial decisions and avoid pitfalls. Don't be afraid to ask questions and seek guidance when needed. Talk to people who have experience in finances and seek out a financial planner if you feel the need. Knowledge is your greatest ally in building your financial independence. Invest in it continually. Your life goals and your finances. Your finances should not be an end in themselves, but rather a means to achieve your life goals. What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? Whether it's buying a house, traveling the world, starting your own business, having children and providing them with a good education, or simply having the freedom to choose how to live your life. Set your long-term goals and start planning how your finances can help you achieve them. This will give greater purpose to your efforts to save and invest. Knowing that you are working toward an important goal can give you the motivation you need to maintain financial discipline, financial protection, insurance, and pensions. In addition to an emergency fund, there are other ways to protect your finances and your future. Insurance, health, life, car, property, etc. can protect you from significant financial losses in the event of unforeseen events. Assess your needs and consider taking out insurance that suits your situation. Pensions, whether public or private, are essential to guaranteeing an income in your retirement. Starting to contribute early, even with small amounts, can make a big difference in the long run. Think about your future and start planning for your financial security for when you are no longer actively working. The abundance mindset, more than just money. Remember, young people, that true wealth is about more than money. It involves your health, your relationships, your knowledge, your experiences, and your ability to contribute to the world. An abundance mindset means recognizing the value of all of these things and seeking balance in your life. Don't become obsessed with just accumulating money. Use your finances wisely to live a full and meaningful life, to pursue your passions, to help others, and to build a legacy you can be proud of. Ethics in finance, integrity above all. As in all areas of life, ethics are key in the world of finance. Be honest and transparent in your financial dealings. Avoid illegal schemes or promises of quick and easy gains. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Build your financial life on integrity and accountability. This will not only protect you from legal and financial problems, but it will also contribute to a more fair and transparent world. Sharing knowledge, spreading wisdom. As you learn and grow on your financial journey, share your knowledge with others, especially those just starting out. Help your friends, family, and other young people understand the basics of personal finance. Sharing knowledge is a powerful way to spread wisdom and build a stronger, more financially literate community. Adaptability. The world changes, so do your finances. The world of finance is constantly changing. New technologies emerge, markets fluctuate, your own life circumstances evolve. Be adaptable. Review your budget and investments regularly. Be open to learning and adjusting your strategies as needed. Stiffness can be a hindrance in the world of finance. The ability to adapt to change and learn from new information is key to long-term success. Patience and persistence, the key to lasting success. Building a solid financial foundation takes time and requires discipline and persistence. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or slow progress at first. Remember, every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Stay focused on your long-term goals. Continue learning and applying personal finance principles, and in time, you will reap the rewards of your efforts. Young people, the journey to financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be challenges along the way, but with knowledge, discipline, and planning, you can build a secure and prosperous financial future. Remember, your background does not define your financial destiny. The choices you make today will shape your tomorrow. I believe in you. Now, start building the foundations of your financial future. The time to act is now. And remember, if you need guidance, even if it's indirect through these words, I'm here. See you soon, friend.